welcome to a new video of the cruise vibes and a new ship tour. Today we're gonna take a look at a river cruise ship MS Maxima, a river cruise ship of Nicko Cruises. As always, we're starting with a few general facts. The ship is 126.7 meters long, 11.4 meters wide, and can take up to 180 guests on board. She was built in 2003 at the Danube shipyard in Rendsburg in Germany. And she has several sister ships. It's her own ship class, and all of these sister ships are also sailing for Nicko Cruises, mainly on the Danube. As always, we are starting our ship tour on the lowest deck, which is the main deck here on the Maxima. And it's quite uncommon, but here on this cruise ship, the cabins on the lowest deck have the cabin numbers 300, so all cabins here starting with the number 3. We have cabins in the front and in the middle part of the ship, and they are coming with smaller windows, but those windows are much bigger than on other river cruise ships. I will show them to you in the next video. We can then go up to the middle deck, and on the middle deck we have also mainly cabins, all of them with French balconies. And in the middle of the ship, of course, we have the atrium, which in my opinion is very, very beautiful and looks very different than on other river cruise ships. Here on the right side we have the reception, and on the left side we have the desk of the cruise manager. We have a lot of light in here due to the skylight, and in general I think this is a very nice design, a very nice styling of the area. Bit different than on other river cruise ships, which I really like, and I personally felt that this ship feels a bit more like a small ocean ship than a river ship. I will tell you a bit more about this later on. We are now continuing to the front of the ship. Also here we have cabins with French balconies, but right in the front we have the spa area. Now that's a quite nice area. Just like the rest of the ship, freshly renovated, looking very nice and modern. As you can see here, we have a whirlpool, we have lounges for relaxation, we have different relaxation areas, and of course a sauna is also available. So in my opinion, a very nice and beautiful area. You can make a reservation for this area at the reception, and then this whole area is reserved just for you. So make sure to do that in the beginning of the cruise, because the good timings will be fully booked quite quickly, so make sure to book your time slot as early as possible. This whole area is included, so you do not need to pay extra, you just need to make the reservation. And as I said, make sure to do that as early as possible. We're now back in the atrium, and from here we can go up to the upper deck where we have most public areas. We're starting here in the atrium, and here we have the Café Vienna, which is one of 2 lounges on board, and it is mainly used for light lunch. As you can see, here's a buffet. Here the light lunch will be served, and also for the tea time, coffee, cake and tea is served here. And then you can either sit down directly here at the Café Vienna, or you can take it with you into the panoramic lounge, which is just right next to it. And this is also our next destination. We are now going into the heart of the ship, the panoramic lounge. The entrance is a bit tight, especially here between the bar and with those chairs on the left side. It is a bit tight, so this is not ideal, but otherwise I really love the lounge. Because what's quite unique about the ship is that it is a rather old ship, now more than 20 years old, but it has been renovated very nicely just recently. As you can see, we have a very modern look, but this look is combined with the atmosphere of an older ship, and this is a combination that I really like. And that differs a lot from other cruise companies. Other cruise companies get a new ship every year and they are all looking more or less the same, so it's not quite interesting. But here Nicko has a lot of older ships, but all of them are very nicely refurbished, looking very nice and modern. So you combine the advantages of a new ship and an old ship. That's what I love about the fleet of Nicko, and I think Nicko is best at this. There are also some other companies with older ships, but not all of them have them renovated so nicely like Nicko has. Here we have a small library, and we have the exit where we can go to the promenade. There's a small promenade on the port side of the ship where we can go to the terrace at the front. There's also a little bit of seating available here on the right side on those benches. And then we have a quite big outdoor terrace at the front of the ship. you can see it, also coming with a lot of seating possibilities and a nice view over the ship's bow. And this promenade is only on the port side. On the starboard side there is no promenade, so that's also quite unique design, as very typical for this ship class. As I said, there are multiple ships of this type in the fleet of nicko cruises. They are all looking more or less the same, but I hope that there still will be some videos about the other ships as well. We are now back in the atrium. I really love the letters here on the wall saying Maxima, and here you also have another seating area, part of the Café Vienna. And here we can see the pictures with this lovely atrium, which I really like, and I really like the design of the ship in general. And behind that is the restaurant, located in the middle of the ship on the upper deck, which is a quite unique position. And also the restaurant is looking very modern, with modern furniture, big panoramic windows, and of course also a lot of space between the tables, so that's very, very nice. In general, I had the feeling that this ship is a bit more like an ocean ship, because it was built at the shipyard that is also building ocean ships, so it feels like it's built a bit stronger. On many river cruise ships you do not only hear the engine, but you also feel a lot of vibrations. Here on this ship you almost have no noises from vibrations. Of course you can hear the engine, but there are very few noises coming from any vibrations, because the ship feels very strong. And also the layout of the ship is quite unique, so I think that's why I sometimes had the feeling that I'm on a small ocean ship and not on a river ship. What's also quite unique about this ship is this promenade here right next to the restaurant. We can walk past the restaurant, and behind that we have some more cabins. Those cabins are at the rear part of the ship, but on the upper deck, so they are a bit more expensive, but it's possible that you hear some engine noises. And what you really need to think about is there are only two options to get to the lounge and to the atrium from those cabins. Either you walk outside on this promenade, or you go down the stairs to the middle deck and then back up in the atrium area. There's no direct connection from those cabins to the atrium. As you can see here, only options are going down or on the promenade. So this might be bothersome for some of you, so it's important to know when you book a cabin here, you have to either walk the stairs or walk a bit outside to go to the rest of the ship. Here we are at this position again. We are heading out again, and now we would have to go all the way to the front on this promenade to get to the atrium area. Here we can see the promenade on the picture, and we are now heading up to the sun deck. That's also possible from here. And here we have a grill station, so in summer you can get some freshly grilled food here on the sun deck. You can enjoy it in the sun. And of course we also have a lot of seating options and shadow available here. And there's also a bit of sports equipment available here at the rear part of the sun deck. Here we can see the picture of the sun deck on the rear part. And here we can see the grill station, also located at the rear part of the sun deck. Opposite of it is the sports equipment. Here you can see it on the right side. And now we're heading to the front part of the sun deck, where we have additional sun lounges and seating possibilities, and also of course some more shadow. Here at the middle of the ship, it's already the end of the sun deck. The front part is not accessible where the wheelhouse is, so that's already it. We have now seen all public areas of the wonderful and beautiful MS Maxima, and of course in the next video I will show you my cabin. Just bear in mind, cabins are getting renovated this winter, so if you're booking a cruise on the ship, your cabin will look differently than what I will show you in the next video, but you will also see how the food quality is on board and how's the life on board. So make sure to watch the next videos. Here you can see when the next video will be uploaded and the name of the song. As always, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to comment, like, subscribe or share the video link, and I hope to see you in my next video then.